Okay, the first thing that you should do is do the warm-up. So once you've done the warm-up, you want to check your answers with a partner, so someone else in class. Okay, so once you've done that, you can continue on. So you should pause to do the warm-up and then come back to do the rest of the notes. Okay, so assuming that you've done that, we're going to move on and look at example 1. So this should be partially a review. So we've got area and circumference. These are all on your pink sheet, all the formulas. So make sure that you're looking at your formula sheet and you have one in front of you. Okay, I'm given the radius here as 8.3 yards, so I'm going to find the circumference. So I've got 2 pi r. So I've got 2 pi times 8.3. Remember, you can leave your answers with pi. 16.6 pi would be a good answer, or you could have multiply by pi and get 52.15 pi yards. So either one. Same thing for area. I've got pi r squared. If I fill that in, 8.3 squared, I end up with 68.89 pi yards squared, or you could do it out and get 216.42 yards squared. So either one. In example 2, you're going to see kind of more of what we're going to see in this section. So given the area of a circle is 16 pi inches squared, find the circumference. So some more problem solving. So I know the area of a circle is pi r squared. I'm given that the area is 16 pi. So that equals here. I can get rid of, I see pi on both sides. These can cancel. So I've got 16 equals r squared. I take the square root here, and I get 4 equal to r. Remember that I should get positive and negative 4, but I only care about the positive one because we are talking about a circle, so a distance. And then I'm going to plug in. Now it said find the circumference, so c equals 2 pi r. So I've got 2 pi times 4, so 8 pi inches, or 25.13 inches. Okay, so either one for that. The next thing that we want to look at is the equation of a circle. And pause as you need to look through those. But the equation of a circle is going to be x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. So h comma k, the positive versions, are going to be your center, and r is your radius. So your equation is going to give you your center, and it's going to give you your radius, so those will be filled in. And then just like every other equation, we always have an x and a y. So if I want to write an equation of a circle here, I'm going to use the opposite. So I see that I have a positive 4 and a negative 2, which means when I go to write my equation, I'm always going to have x minus squared plus y minus squared. So I'm going to fill these in. This will stay the same, 4, and then I'll have negative 2. So they stay the same, and then I have 3 squared. So what this is going to actually give me as an answer, x minus 4 will stay, but then I've got a negative negative, so I get y plus 2 squared, and then I do the 3 squared, which will give me the 9. I'll do one more here. So I've got x minus negative 6 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals, and be careful, this says diameter is 8. So if d equals 8, then r should be half of that. It's going to be 4, so I'll have 4 squared. I'm going to simplify. X plus 6 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 16. So that's how we write the equations The only other thing that we have to look at is graphing the equations. So if you turn over to the next page, you've got your steps. So determine your center, and from your equation that's going to be your h comma k, you're going to plot it, your radius. So you're going to have r squared, so you want to take the square root from there and start at the center and count the radius out in every direction. So up, down, right, and left, and connect it to look like a circle. And this is the best you can. It's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. So the first thing I want to figure out is my center. Okay, I've got a +1 here. It's always the opposite. So it's going to be your opposite h and opposite k of what you have. So that's going to be -1 and +2. And then r squared equals 9, which means that r is going to equal 3. I took the square root here. So I'm going to plot these. I'm going to go to -1, +2 for my center. And then I'm going to take my radius and go up, 1, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, 3, to the right, 1, 2, 3, and to the left, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just going to sketch in a circle as best I can. Okay, and that's all we're asking you to do. So there's classwork in here for you to fill out and then check your answers.